Bang, bang, bang. All right, here we go. We are in the final week of 2024, week 52. So we got Monday, Wednesday, Friday. This week we'll have two workouts since it's going to be, I know most locations will have modified schedules. So we'll just release two workouts this week and next week. So Monday, Wednesday, Friday workouts gonna be 35 on, 12 off, automatic 6 stations for this format. We're working with your Bosu ball dumbbell, so dumbbell Bosu ball combination. You're gonna work with a hip bridge chest fly. So on this one, just gonna give them a deep range of motion with that fly. All right. So I really try to focus on keeping a soft elbow, like you're giving a hug when you're going into that flying motion, not necessarily locking out your elbow joint, adding more stress on the pec and the shoulder. Keep a soft elbow, come back up, really focusing on the range of motion that this foot pressure, that's not going to put pressure, too much pressure on your shoulders, and then come back in and get that squeeze to the top, getting that blood flow to the mid pec. So again, mimic as if you're doing a bear hug as you're doing this movement, to keep the stress off the shoulders and the pecs, but still opening up the pecs with that flying motion.
The heads up.
Kneeling, then we're gonna go to number two. Depending on the location, obviously this might not be number two. Your power band, kneel this stand to a long jump. So this one right here is a good way to get more dynamic core, get more power on this one. To stabilize yourself too, because the resistance of the tension of the power band is going to pull you back. So as you get that long jump, and it doesn't have to be super long that you're breaking the band, but give you some that is some tension that you to fight to keep the core engaged as you long jump, still lean light, lean on clouds, not on concrete. And I really recommend make sure you walk it back. You're not hopping back. You don't want to pull yourself back towards the anchor point. So control yourself as you come back. So as you come up on your knee, and when you are coming up, so if you go up on your right, next time you go down, come back on your left. So you alternate legs as you come from that kneeling position. Obviously, if you're not going to do the kneel to stand, they can squat down, add a hop, or squat down, take a few duck walks forward, duck walks back, and again walking it back towards the anchor point. Then we're going to go into a alternating single leg RDL with a clean. So you're going to alternate your legs as you go into a RDL. So bringing your hands down to knee shin area, not all the way down to the floor, making sure you keep your chest big, retract the shoulders, neutral spine, driving through the heel. And as you come up, dipping the weight up the body in that clean position. Always follow like a T curl. So you come up, get that rotation of the wrist, kettlebell between the wrists and the shoulders as you get that clean motion. And if you're not working with that single leg, you can always hit the V stance toward the heel as the alternate side, still capturing the hinging motion, helping with that single leg when you're getting more, applying the 80-20 rule, 80% of your weight onto the down leg, 20% onto that toe as that kickstand. We're gonna go to a little Deca style, step overs. So for anyone that wants to work on it, you can tell them to really focus on a 24-inch box, getting themselves over the box, both feet down to the ground as they get that step of promotion. But it's a good way to again promote what we're doing with Deca on this one. You can do. In a Deca, people don't fully hip extension on that anymore, do they?
Oh, no.
All right. All right. So yeah, you don't have to say. I just saw somebody post a video of them like just really hopping over it real quick. So staying low as you go over it. So yeah, focus on speed, challenge pace on this one speed. Obviously for anyone that is not training for the Deca, they can obviously just focus on getting themselves over the box and off the box any way they can. They can put their hands down on it, do so. But just trying to get up on that box and off that box.
One thing they really hammer is, I mean, you're supposed to go all the way over. Sometimes you see people kitty corner it, like they step on from the side and kind of step back. They don't go all the way over the box.
Yeah.
So that's
figure out like the new, because I know with the lunges they put that tape down, so you have the in behind, they go behind the tape. But at one point it was full extension of the hips over the box, and now it's not. So there's just different rules again.
yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
And with CRX bicep, we have a complex bicep curl row into a T. As a coach, you can add a super band to their right below the sternum to add some resistance. I would just watch out for that T. I know if you're under the bicep curl in the row, add the resistance and really let up on that T, so you're not putting too much pressure on the shoulder. For any space that might be tighter, just stick with the bicep curl with the row and avoid the T, just if you feel like you're too tight with the TRX straps. And we're gonna go to a veil side pike to knee tuck. So use the core and momentum on this one, testing the flexibility of the hammies as you hit that pike, piking that butt up, and then drive your knees into the chest, keep that butt down low. If you need, both places have like any support for the wrist, you can elevate your hands on to one of the safety bars to protect their if that is needed. It'll be round one of the 35-second workout. Then we're gonna go into our Arnold press, Arnold press on a Bosu ball. So again, then some more dynamic core, keeping the core engaged, really core focus, especially if you're keeping your toes off the ball. I would recommend staying with lighter weight on this one because you want to really engage the core, not just work the shoulders, focus on the core too. So if you can, try to keep the toes off the ball as you get the Arnold press overhead. If you're working with heavier dumbbells, it's probably gonna be impossible to do that. So you have to bring your toes down to the floor while you're on that Bosu ball. But you do want to attempt to get your toes off the floor as you get that press. So really focusing on press the belly button to the spine, core engagement, mind muscle connection. As you exhale on that press, keeping everything nice and tight, then not arching that back.
Okay, I don't know.
Your Arnold inspired motivational talks. I know they have them on Apple Music. You can throw on there as you do.
Oh my God.
Why didn't you can use his voice too as you go through that one. They met about that. So going all out. This is about speed. You want to get speed on this one and really burn out in that 35 seconds. So going for 10 reps of each movement, but as fast as you can. As you go on with the 10 rows, pop it, pop it, pop it. Then you're gonna go with 10. So alternating, so as you hinge, you're making sure you're hinging over. You want to get the alternating pulls as you drive the elbows to the side. I would count to 20, so you get 10 on each arm, and then you're gonna go to that pull through. It's kind of like a skier, but it's not really a skier because you're not going to add the hop. You want to come up shoulder level and really bring your thumbs to your hips. You really want to engage your lats as you go through with that metabolic back. So you want to try to cycle through that as many times as possible in a 35 seconds. So you got that row, 10 rolls fast, 10 alternating rolls as you hinge over, and 10 pullovers as you go through that. Really firing up the back and also getting a horizontal pull as well as we hit that row. Some locomotion, balance. You have your walking halo. Single leg halo with that.
I don't have to do anything for weeks, so just add this up as like once a week.
So when I do this.
Mobility work on this, I wouldn't go too crazy heavy again as you bring the
Oh, yeah, just.
behind the head, come center, and get that push. So stabilizing balance on this. Don't need to focus on speed. Control yourself as you walk it out with that walking single leg halo with that press. Balance issues, again, kicks in that toe to floor if you're not going to bring that knee up to the waistline, but you do want to challenge a single leg balance on this one.
Let's see, with the Nico picture.
Yeah.
Oh,
Just haven't asked you to do anything in a week, so just add it up to once a week.
And then on to the box. This is using rams, surges, sandbags, and a little back load on this. Back loads was just a new video for this one. Bring it behind the bag. Obviously, the mobility sucks to the shoulders, and they can go into a reserve hold in the front. But aiming with the box to help people drive their hips back as it's sitting down into it. They don't, for any member that have knee issues, is actually they can go higher with the box. I would challenge most people to go low with the box, sit back into it, and then drive through the heels on the way up. So again, we're trying to focus on pushing your hips back, like you're sitting into your squat, not hinging, and then driving through your heels up, hitting the quad, hamstrings, and glutes. Have a good base. Your feet should be about shoulder width apart when you squat down. Torso tall with the back load. And again, if the back load is too much on the shoulders, have them hold it out front, Zercher style. They'll get a little more core engagement when they have it out front with that weight. And your oblique twist at the TRX, your alternating sides, your arms should stay straight as you keep your eye on the prize. You should follow their hands with your eyes, get that twist. It's not a pull, so you're not rolling yourself up. You just want to twist yourself up, contracting the core, engaging, working that rotation, hitting the obliques as you go side to side. Boom. It might be a little easier for them to hold it in as you get that twist. Come center, really focus on engaging their obliques as they twist it out. On the wider the base, the better it's going to be. The closer to the base, the more instability there's going to be. So maybe be more off balance if you have your feet too close together. Higher, easier, walk your feet in, make it more intense. But they're not jerking into it. They want to focus on core engagement. So another one, you might want to slow yourself down so it's not really about pace. And we're going to go body weight, single leg, lateral hop to a forward, backward hop. So a lot about agility, speed, stability. So I want people to really focus on the landing and planting that foot. So as they hop forward, plant, hop back, plant, hop to the side, plant. So you want to take a second. So instead of going super fast with it, pause for a second, really stabilize yourself, get the balance, and then hop into the other side. So it should still be like a quick movement as you hop, but I want you to pause for a second as you get that single leg. They have like bring both feet down to the ground. They can use both feet if the single leg is not quite for them. And then for a finisher, we have a hurricane finisher. So we have a diamond push-up to hit a horizontal push. You have your squat with a butt kick. You can alternate that butt kick as you come up, or you can squat down, get a double butt kick in there. And then you got your supine scissors, 25 on, 5 seconds off, a total of 9 sets. So hitting those 3 exercises 3 times each. And that will be a 35, 12 for week 52, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.